We're doing backend development and APIs on FreeCodeCamp. We're in the basic Node and Express course, and we are doing get data from post requests. So mount a post handler at the path /name. It's the same path as before. We have prepared a form in the HTML front end. Okay. So basically what we're going to be doing is making a new route that is a post route instead of app.get like we've had before. It's going to be app.post. Okay, so we're just changing the method that the route accepts, and we are going to looks like we are going to respond with the same as before. So same as the last challenge where we made a get route with name. We're going to do the same thing, respond with the same name structure, except we are going to use request.body because this is from a post request, so we have to get the first name and last name from the body. So as we know, let's look. Okay, so we have this HTML form on our front end. If we go to public views and we go to HTML, we can see that in this form we have the form action here is /name. So whenever this form submits, that's where it takes you to is the action, so /name, and the method it will use is post. So we know that's what we have to do. And then we have a first name input, and we can see that the name of the input is first, and we have a last name input, and the name of that is last. So we know that the variable names where the data is going to be stored is first and last. So to access that data, we're just going to go back to our app, and we're going to say this is challenge 12. And all we're going to do here is make an app.post post request, and this is going to be the same as the one above it /name, so same route but different methods. So it is important to note that you can have the same route as long as the methods are different, because the route itself is only one half of it. The other half would be the method that you actually use to get there. So this will be a post, this will be at /name. And then same thing, second argument is going to be a callback, request response, callback, and then we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to res.json, we're going to respond with the JSON, and it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be an object. So see, we're responding with the JSON, and inside the JSON is an object, and we're going to just set it up this exact same with a name key, so name, colon, and then we're going to add the first name and the last name here, except it's not going to be in the query, it's going to be in the body. So we can say request.body.first plus a space plus request.body.last. There we go. Now that we have that route completed, it's a post route, it's a /name, just like our form sends to, and it will respond with a JSON that just has the name and the first name space last name. So let's stop our server, run it again, and now if we actually go to that route, we can see that we have this HTML, hello HTML, and it says do not use until challenge 12. Well, we are on challenge 12, so if we do reboot, the first name, last name, reboot, something like that. It's just so we can tell them apart. Submit. We can see we do in fact get a JSON object back. Yours will probably look like this because I have a extension that parses my JSON, so I can see it and it's not all jammed together. Just called JSON parser, just in a Chrome extension. So we can see we have the name key and the value reboot space reboot. So that's all you have to do, and that should complete the challenge. We can go back and test it with any name, John something something Doe, and we can see we do in fact get that name back, and that is using our route. And we could actually even say post here, and just to demonstrate that this is not activating this get request here, this get route, it is in fact activating the post route. So we can see the difference is this one has name and then the name, and now this one has post and then the name. We can tell that it is activating this one by that change. So let's just demonstrate that it is in fact accessing that one. Submit. So we can see post, yes, this is from the post route. Even though they have the same route, it's completely different verb to get to it. So any GET request will obviously go to that one. Any POST request, like from this form, will obviously go to that one. So that's all we have to do. Let's change this back to name. Stop and start our server again. Copy our link and paste it into FreeCodeCamp. And that's all we had to do. We have completed Basic Node and Express. I hope to see you guys in the next course.